Aaron Feeney asks, Ted, it's awesome to see you as part of the One True Sport Network. Thank you for the shout out, Aaron. With Magnum TA, can you tell us about the experiences around Magnum and if you thought he'd be a huge star?
Oh, wow. Gosh. I'm trying to think where I first saw Magnum. I think he came to work for Bill Watts,
Mm-hmm.
if I'm not mistaken, and that while I was there.
Around 1984, while you were in Georgia, he had become the North American champion under Watts and, a big star. So I believe that whenever
Yeah,
you would jump ship from
but
Georgia to
when he
Mid-South, he was
first
there.
came in, I was still working for Watts. But then I went back to Atlanta. I went back to Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
And I could see I could see the potential in him when he first arrived on the scene, again, I had no idea. It's kind of like I look at guys and go, yeah, man, they have the potential to really go and make good, but you just don't ever know just how big they're going to get, and a lot of that is based on decisions they make as well. And
Yes.
maybe if I had made this decision, or this decision. So
Now, obviously, a tragedy befell Magnum TA in 1986, and he would crash that Porsche, and it would end his in-ring career and this run that he was on. And a lot of people say that he could have been the Hulk Hogan type figure, Stone Cold Steve Austin type figure, where his star was so on the rise, and he was becoming better in the ring, and all the pieces were kind of coming together.
yeah,
What do you think, Ted? Do you think that Magnum had that potential to be like one of those kind of
I do.
generational
Yeah,
talents?
I do. Yeah, and it certainly was a tragedy. And you know what? In spite of that tragedy, he's made the best of his life, and to this day, I mean, he's a good guy. I see him from time to time when I go to like a Comic Con, and there's a bunch of wrestlers, and he's one of them. I always go say hello to him. He's a good guy.
Man, I love Magnum TA. He does a podcast right now with my brother Dominic called Straight Talk with the Boss, and Greg Gagne is part of that podcast as well. And they are part of the One True Sport Network here with Ted and I. So if you have not listened to that podcast, please go out of your way to do so because it's a great one.